Wherever they played, the stadiums were full. Like at first, the Caucasian people came out of curiosity. They heard about these Japanese players. But then they saw how they played. They're small in stature, yet they beat these great big firemen, you know, longshoremen. And so they were won over. So everyone was cheering for the Asahis. So 1926, they had a great coach and manager. They won their first championship. And after that, you know, and then they would play internationally with the Americans. And 5 years in a row, they won the championship. And everything was great up until 41. 41, they were dispersed like the rest of us. But there happened to be maybe 2 or 3 players in every camp. And now the youngsters had nothing to do, so they would gather them and build a playing field and start them playing baseball. And of course, at that time, the Mounties had charge of all the Japanese people. Well, they got along very well. In fact, one Mountie, he still keeps in touch with me. But so they arranged things. Well, we couldn't go anywhere outside of our camp at that time, but the Mounties would arrange it so they could go to different camps and play against each other, you know. So really, the Asahi baseball team were our ambassadors, you know, and goodwill team. It happened even when they came out east. People didn't want to, you know, have anything to do with Japanese. But when they saw them playing ball, now the Asahi players were too old to have their own team, but they would train the youngsters. Because most of them went to a Japanese language school, though they were older than us, like we had you know, alumni. So we knew each other. So I knew quite a few of the players. So back then, women didn't go to do these things, you know, but I asked them, it's a shame nobody writes about them. And I asked the boys, do you think you'd mind if I wrote? And they said, sure, go ahead, we'll help you. That's how the book started.